Today I'm going to be making Aloo Gobi, which is one of my favorite Indian recipes. And I'm going to be making it obviously vegan and low fat. So I'm really excited to show you guys how I do this. First off, you're going to want some gold potatoes. These are about 550 grams or 6 small to medium potatoes, and I just kind of roughly peeled them and chopped them into small cubes. Here I have half a head of cauliflower chopped into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to be adding, this isn't a traditional part of the recipe, but I'm going to be adding a cup and a half of pre-cooked chickpeas, which I had soaked and then I had frozen and now thawed. For the sauce, 3/4 a cup of no salt added veggie broth and 3/4 of a cup of rice milk. You could try like coconut milk, but I don't have any. Half a cup of tomato, diced tomato. This is organic, palmy. There's nothing added to them. And then a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of ground cumin, a teaspoon of cilantro because I didn't have any fresh, but I implore you to get fresh cilantro if you can because it's so good. A teaspoon of kalonji seeds or nigella, sativa, or black caraway, whatever you want to call it. A dash of cardamom and a dash of cinnamon. And then also if you want to add in some heat, you can try a dash of cayenne or even like a fresh chili pepper. And then here I have a cup of dry basmati rice. So the first step to starting all of this is going to be to soak the rice, which I will do now. So I just rinsed the rice and now I'm going to put it in a bowl just to soak while I'm preparing the rest of the food. And you just need a little bit more water than you have rice basically in order to cover it, but it is going to soak some of it up. So obviously you don't want the rice to be peeking out from the top. And this is going to soak for 30 minutes while preparing the rest of the food. Normally I would just bang this into the bowl, but because I'm filming I don't want to make a bunch of loud noises. Okay, so this is going to soak and I'm going to show you the rest of what I'm going to do. So here I have a steamer that I've already put water into, and I'm just going to steam the potatoes for 15 to 20 minutes and then check them. They should be fine because I'm going to finish them off in the pan. And then we'll begin the cauliflower. So here we have a really nice non-stick pan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the veggie broth and put this over a medium-high heat. So that was about half of the veggie broth. And then I'm going to add the cauliflower. And we're just going to put the lid on this and let it steam for about 15 minutes. And what you want to do is keep an eye on it just to make sure that the liquid isn't completely absorbed. If it is, add more veggie broth. Alright, so I'm back and it's been 15 minutes. I did end up using the rest of the veggie broth. And now I'm going to add in the tomato, diced tomato, as well as the spices. And just give this a quick stir. Oh, I love the smell when the spices hit the pan. They start to heat up. It smells so good. And I have switched the heat to the lowest possible setting right now. So just stir these until your spices cover it. The turmeric should get the cauliflower nice and yellow. There's about 5 minutes left on the potatoes. And in the meantime, we'll add the rice milk in. I'm just going to clean up these with it. The last of the spices out of here. Add that in. So now just put the lid back on and let that sit on low for the last 5 minutes while your potatoes are cooking. So the aloo gobi is simmering really, really beautifully right now. Well, I guess technically it's only gobi right now because it just has the cauliflower. We haven't added the potatoes yet. But basically, I'm about to add the potatoes. They've just finished steaming. And I'm just letting you know that I'm about to set a pot on the stove because pretty soon we're going to be making our rice. So all we got to do is grab a knife and check on the potatoes. So that slid in really, really beautifully, so they're done. And I did the same with the cauliflower and they were great, of course. So now we're just going to shake off any excess water. And it's hot, so be careful of the steam. And then dump this into your pot. That looks really, really lovely. Now we'll just give it a stir. Which I would be able to do better with my right hand and even holding the handle and maybe even a bigger spoon, which would be in there. So I'm gonna put you guys back up on the tripod. Alright, so I have you guys back in the tripod. I have a bigger spoon and I'm about to stir this. Smells so good. The only thing that it's missing is that 1/4 cup of fresh ginger chopped, and maybe even ginger. I meant cilantro. Although ginger is really, really great in aloo gobi. So the timer just ran on the rice. So what I'm gonna do is drain this, put it in the pot, and then I'll show you how I make the rice. It's really simple and delicious. So to make the rice, it's super, super simple. You just, after you drain your rice, you put it in a pot and then you cover it with just enough hot water to cover the top of the rice. That ended up being like about a cup of water. And then you just turn the heat to high, put a lid on, and then once you see that it's boiling, remove the lid and let it cook and let the water evaporate. It takes about 5 minutes, so it's really simple and awesome. So now we're just gonna add the finishing ingredient to our aloo gobi, which is the chickpeas, which I know is really untraditional, but I'm just craving chickpeas. They're delicious. So I'm going to add those in. And the reason why they're going in last is because they were pre-cooked, so you don't want them to get mushy or anything. So just going to stir those in. And then this is also when you'd want to be doing your little taste test, to just make sure everything has come together how you like it, and then if you want to add anything, you can do that. So I'm just going to taste this. Holy crap, it's hot, so be careful. Tastes really good. I love kalonji seeds. I think they're absolutely delicious. I'm just going to add a little cayenne because I like my foods on the spicier side. And I'm also going to cry a little bit that I don't have fresh cilantro because she'd see something outside. So now we have a really beautiful fluffy basmati rice, and we're ready to plate it and enjoy. We have it, our aloo gobi with the addition of chana and beautiful basmati rice. I'm really excited to eat this, and this serves about 1 or 2 depending on how big you eat. I like to eat a lot, and you can too. So enjoy. I hope you try it. Let me know what you think, and have a great day.